This video is basically just going to be a little overview of some different vegan foods that I have been enjoying and trying out lately. Things that I haven't talked about as much in my other What Do Vegans Eat videos. So this is just to give you guys some inspiration, things that you could look for when you're out shopping. And some of this stuff I did buy online just because I don't have access to a lot of specialty stores, a lot of health food stores or things like that. So I'll link all those resources in the down bar because I know a lot of you are in the same boat as me. You don't live in a big city, you don't live in an area with lots of health food stores. I find that buying from Vitacost for some of my more pricey or organic items is like a really affordable alternative for me. Their prices are super awesome and you get free shipping if you spend $49 or more. So yeah, it's a really awesome thing. And I do have a referral program on Vitacost. I've loved Vitacost for a long time before their referral program started, but it's a way to give us both back a little bit of money. If you have never shopped at Vitacost before, basically you can set up your account and then say that I referred you, and then you get $10 off your first order and I get $10 as well off my next order. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you guys have never shopped there before, it's easy, free money. You get $10 back just for saying that I referred you. So I'm not out to do this to get a bunch of money. I just wanted to let you guys know that that option is available if you haven't tried out Vitacost before. First things first, I have a heck of a time finding vegan chocolate chips that are affordable. I used to use the Sunspire kind. But sometimes that would say like on the back in the ingredients that there may contain traces of dairy. So I mean, I try to avoid that stuff if I can. I mean, I know this isn't a perfect world and that a lot of equipment is used for products that do contain dairy, so legally they have to like say if something is processed on the same equipment as dairy products. So I liked these because they're guaranteed to be free of dairy, soy, and nuts. So they're really good for people with allergies. Even if you're not a vegan, if you have allergies to any of that stuff, these are great for that. And they're a little more affordable than the Sunspire. I think these were only like $4.38 or something, $4 and something. The Sunspire can cost upwards to $6 per bag. So this is a lot better deal. It's called Enjoy Life, Eat Freely. That's the brand. I know you can get these on Vitacost too. They have their own brand of products. They're just called Vitacost products. And these are a lot cheaper than name brand stuff. And they still have organic products. Like this is organic extra virgin coconut oil, meaning it still smells like coconut. Oh, it smells, well, you can't smell it, but they have refined and they have extra virgin. I would recommend getting the extra virgin because it's a little better for you. I use this in cooking, you can use this in baking, you can use this in all kinds of things. And you can use this as a deep hair conditioner too. I've been liking keeping cans of pumpkin on hand, not pumpkin pie mix because that will contain like sugar and cinnamon, ginger, and spices and stuff like that. I try to be careful with the sugars that I eat, so I like that this is just 100% natural pumpkin with no additives, nothing in it but pumpkin. I like to keep this in my pantry. I use this for baking, I use this for soups, I use this for quinoa, like I'll mix quinoa with a little bit of pumpkin and maybe some walnuts or some veggies, and it tastes awesome. So I really do love pumpkin, and it's super good for you. It's got like vitamin A in it. Yeah, it's got 280% of your vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, fiber. It has a good amount of fiber. So yeah, definitely keep a can of pumpkin, like regular pumpkin, in your pantry. I've been loving capers. What capers are, they're actually like little flower buds. I think that they're like a Mediterranean food. They're like pickled flower buds, basically. They have like kind of a bitter, salty kind of taste. A little like pickles, but a little bit more bitter. I really do like using these like in pasta dishes. You can put them on pizza. They just add that nice kind of salty, sour kind of taste to whatever you're cooking. So I do recommend keeping these on hand. Keepers can be kind of expensive, but I mean, you don't need a lot. You just need a little bit in whatever you're making. And I actually found a good deal on organic raisins. I like to keep these on hand for oatmeal, just to snack on. It's nice having like a nice, sweet, healthy snack on hand when you have a sweet tooth or a craving or something. So I've been liking keeping these on. I don't know if you guys have this brand or not. It's called Melissa's, and it's called soy ground, and it's ground meatless alternative. So it would take the place of like any kind of ground beef. I don't know if it'll hold together for patties or not. I'll have to like let you know about that if I try that. But I'm thinking if you mix some breadcrumbs in with it, it probably would hold together for like a hamburger or something like that too. So and it's made with non-GMO soybeans, which is always important to look for. And yeah, it's just really, really delicious, and it's vegan certified down here. It says vegan. So it's something nice to have on hand just for something different. You can throw it in chili. You could make like a noodle bake with like cashew cream sauce, and then throw in a little bit of this ground soy meat, and yeah, you'd be good to go. So it's nice keeping this in your fridge just for a rainy day or whatever. And this is what it looks like. It comes packed in this little plastic container. I already used a little bit. I've used the taco one too, and this one's a little bit more neutral, so you could use this in more things. I mentioned agave before. I love agave nectar. It's probably my favorite liquid sweetener. This one I just started using, and it's called brown rice syrup. And this is an organic one as well, non-GMO. It's Lundberg Family Farm brand, and I got this one in Vitacost as well. This is a great sweetener for people that are diabetic, people that just don't want to have that sugar crash, like after you eat a bunch of processed sugar or even just cane sugar, like evaporated cane sugar. This has a low glycemic index, meaning it doesn't give you that sugar rush after you eat it, so your body can process it more naturally. And this works really good. I made a chocolate sauce with this. Let me see if I can open this and share it with you guys. I made a chocolate sauce with this, and it has like the consistency of like honey or like a caramel kind of. It's thicker, so it works really good in place of like corn syrup in your recipes and things like that. I used it to make a vegan chocolate syrup, but it has the consistency of a corn syrup, but it's much better for you. So I used this, a little bit of cocoa powder, some vanilla, and a little bit of chocolate almond milk. And yeah, that was an awesome chocolate syrup. It tasted great. I think I put a little peanut oil in it too, just to make it a little bit more into a syrup. It's not quite as sweet as you may be used to with like honey or something like that. It's a little less sweet than that, but I really do like this, especially on oatmeal, like when I don't want a super sweet taste. This is a good sub for honey and for any of that stuff. So one of my resolutions in 2012 is to eat a wider variety of foods, to become more skilled as a chef and a cook. I'm trying to challenge myself to make new recipes every week, and I'm trying more things from different vegan cookbooks. So I want to become a better cook, and I want to be healthier. So I thought this would be a great way to start off the new year, is trying some sea vegetables, because this is a natural source of B12, you guys. Like, I know vegans get crap for not having B12 in their diet, but a lot of people don't get enough even from eating meat and things like that. And then you get all the, the added problems of eating meat in your diet. Like, you're more prone to getting cancer, you're more prone to getting sick, you're more prone to having heart attacks and heart problems. So there's definitely better ways to get your B12, and this is a really great way to do that. It's not like a high amount of B12, it's 8% per serving, but it's still a good natural source of B12, and you're going to supplement that in your diet anyway with non-dairy milk, vitamins, things like that. So yeah, this is an excellent source of nutrients. Natural iodine, which is better for you than like iodized sea salt, which is where most people get their iodine from. This is a high natural source of iodine. It has a good amount of vitamin B6, riboflavin, iron. It has a lot of protein in it, like 2 grams per serving, and it's it's low fat. It's got pretty low amount of calories. Like each serving is only 18 calories. So yeah, this is like a power food, and it is a little expensive. I got this on Vitacost for $4.99 for, what is it, 2 ounces, but it'll last a long time depending on how you eat it and use it. I've been snacking on this though, like as chips kind of. I'll show you what it looks like. You can eat this raw. You don't have to cook dulce to eat it. You can just eat it right out of the bag. But this is what it looks like, and it's just a sea vegetable from the Atlantic Ocean. I'll eat some. And it tastes awesome. Like if you've ever had sushi, you know what seaweed tastes like. It has that kind of fishy flavor. So that's a good way. You could like add that to chowders. You could add that to any dishes that you're used to, for like any dishes where you would have seafood. You could sub in some of this to have some of that seafood flavor. I actually fried this up with a little bit of canola oil and made it into a DLT instead of a BLT. It's nice and crunchy and it tastes awesome. So it's much less fattening and less calories, and you still have that satisfying crunch and the saltiness from the sea salt that's naturally in dulce. I also have yet to try this. It's kelp, but also it's called wild Atlantic kombu. And a lot of times people will put this, they'll put a strip of this in when they're cooking beans, because what it does, it actually, how do I want to word this without sounding weird? It actually helps prevent gas. So yeah, people like to put this in when they're cooking beans because it helps to reduce the amount of gas that you get from eating beans. I know it's gross, but it's a fact of life. So yeah, you could put a piece of this in when you are eating beans, and it's supposed to help reduce that. You can also, I don't think you can eat this right out of the bag. I haven't tried it yet. I think you have to cook this to eat it. But it says you could eat it like in salads. You could soak it to make it more tender. You can marinate it, blanch it, roast or pan fry it. Yeah, you basically could use it in your soup stock. I found that elusive xanthan gum that I've been looking for. This is going to be great to have on hand. This is something that a lot of gluten-free bakers use to hold together their flours when they're baking. So this will be in a lot of gluten-free recipes because it kind of replaces gluten when you're baking. It's also made to thicken up natural cosmetics and different things like that. So it's like an all-purpose kind of thing to have. So I'm glad I got this. I'm probably going to use it in some cosmetic items too. Xanthan gum is made from the outer layer of a tiny inactive bacterium called Xanthamus campestris. Okay. It's an excellent all-purpose thickener for dressings, gravies, sauces. Its unique ability to hold together small particles of food make it the ideal substitute for gluten in gluten-free baking. Most recipes call for only 1 or 2 teaspoons, so it goes a long way. So yes, this was expensive. This was about $11 on Vitacost, but like they said, you don't need very much at all to do the job, so I think this will last a long time. And I'm really excited to try it out. I know there's a recipe to make your own vegan butter with this, so I might have to try that at some point. But yeah, I'm trying to stock up my vegan pantry so I have like everything I need to make anything that I could possibly imagine or dream of. So that's kind of where I'm at. Beginning of the year, I'm trying to stock my pantry and try new things. So highly recommend picking up sesame oil for flavoring sauces, using in stir fries. It's not something you want to use to cook with necessarily. It has a very low smoke point. You kind of want to add it in as a flavor additive towards the end of cooking. So, and you could use this in marinades too. It's just something really, really delicious, and it brings out a lot of Asian flavor in whatever you're making. So